beautiful people. What's good? What's poppin'? I hope you're having a great day so far. If not, that's okay. That's all right. Come on. Sit down with me. We're going to flip that frown upside down. Get another reaction for you. Okay, so I have decided to do some more pop culture. So today we're getting into Gooning. Now, I am not too well aware of what Gooning is. Again, like I said, I think in the beginning of 2025, I have started to get off of social media, you know, for my own mental sake. So I'm not just too caught up on what public gooning is. So this video is titled The Public Gooning Epidemic. Let's not waste no more time. Let's dive on in.
On my fucking leg! You gotta help, bitch! Oh my god!
What? What's going on? What's wrong?
There's nothing on my leg!
He what on your leg? I know she didn't say, what's a safe word on YouTube? Skeet? Is that what she said? Skeet on her leg? Oh, he would have, where the click boom guy when you need him. Click boom! Like, literally, I know about him. This is one of the moments. Is that not sexual assault? Is that not?
Philadelphia man surrenders after allegedly ejaculating on woman's leg.
So yeah, he did ski on her leg.
You cannot make this shit up, bro. You cannot make this up. Oh my god. Philadelphia authorities have identified and apprehended Gary A. Miles, 35, of Southwest Philly in connection with an indecent assault that occurred at a Dollar Tree store. Local rapper Meek Mill contributed to the search effort by offering a $2,000 reward for information leading to Miles' whereabouts. His involvement highlighted the community's collective effort to address the incident.
Sick. You are sick. Whoever you are. Miles, you're sick.
Swiftly. You know you messed up if you even got the rappers put money on your head.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, and whatever's left of our collective dignity, come here. We need to talk. Because apparently being freaky in public is a trend now.
I blame corn. You know what I mean by corn. I blame it all. And OF a little bit too. Again, get your money. Because times are hard. I get it. We all get into a bag. However we can choose to get it right now. But it has gotten so out of hand. It literally affects us when we walk out that door. People see each other as objects. Not every person. But a lot of people only see certain humans as objects. And it's all thanks to corn. Like our parents said, it's these phones.
We got people clapping cheeks in grocery store aisles. And I don't know if this is a result of some sort of weird fetish, but it's been pretty common for these spicy content creators to make content in public locations, for example, like grocery stores. And the thing is, these videos will start all normal, and then all of a sudden you'll see some of the worst acting you've ever seen. Like, I know they're trying to sell some sort of like sex appeal or, you know, target the gooners.
We got too much of it, I feel, though. We have an oversaturation of it. And it's so sad. Like, it gets on my nerve because it's so corny. After so while, it gets corny. Are y'all not tired of that? You know, like they say, sometimes some people would love to leave something to the imagination. Sometimes, like the older people say, less is more. Y'all do understand that? I feel like we need to start reverting back to that mindset just a little bit.
But it really ends up coming off as satire more than anything else. And besides the weird grocery store behavior, we got people gooning in restaurant drive-thrus.
Hi, how are you?
So gooning is just basically being overtly freaky for no reason, basically. That's what I'm picking up. Let me know in the comments what it is if I got it wrong, though, y'all.
Have you been here before?
Yeah.
Sir, you need to leave. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
What did he do?
Call 911.
And I'm sure you might know who that is. That's Nautica Malone. I've talked about him on my channel before. He's basically viewed as like the progenitor of the public gooning movement. Yes, movement.
Movement. Goon in peace, they said. Yeah, we lost it. We lost the plot.
Our Nautica.
We lost the plot.
In Bikini Beach, Tempe, Arizona. Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be church. On earth.
And they got the nerve to pray. I'm not even gonna speak about my Lord Jesus and Savior Christ like that on this video. But what you're doing is wrong. That's all I'm gonna say. It's wrong. That's all I'm gonna say.
Deliver
That's
us
a
from
miss.
Amen.
Although it is sad, the gist of the story is that dude basically unalived himself after he was caught on camera masturbating at the drive-thru. And the third category might just be the worst by far, because not only do they goon in public, they take it upon themselves to take that extra step to make sure that it's a public location where kids are present. Ladies and gentlemen, meet NYC's blanket couple. So this freaked out couple obviously couldn't show enough restraint to wait till they got home, so this is what they did. Trying to enjoy a beautiful Sunday afternoon in NYC. Wow, look at this park. What do we have here? In the middle of the park, the kids literally roaming around. Didn't even bother to find somewhere that was more discreet. In a park, there's usually places where not a lot of people pass by. No, they said, no, we're gonna do it smack dab in the middle of the park where everyone is passing by, where kids are passing by, and who cares who sees? You know, maybe they thought that that blanket was like the invisibility cloak from Harry Potter. Brief
Right,
intermission, make
'cause
sure you
what the
guys
hell?
subscribe. We're almost at 100K. Also subscribe to my reaction channel and join my Discord. We have well over 3,000
Y'all go support.
members. All the links will be in the description. Appreciate y'all for watching. And I'm sorry, the fact that people just kept watching and minded their business kind of bothers me. I'm the type of person...
Thank you. I'm that type of person. Like they say, if you see something, say something. We have too many people who are willing to be bystanders. I can genuinely say, as a person, I am kind of proud of the person I have become, because I am a person who would have protected me as a child. There is no reason y'all grown tails, y'all ain't got 4 walls y'all can go do this in between. Y'all ain't got no bed y'all can do this in between. I would have been sitting there, hey, get up. What are y'all doing? I mean, I would have been... I would have been right there with a quickness, because like he said, there are kids around here. They just have no public decency whatsoever. It's just, we got to get right as a society. We really do.
I probably would have went and like splashed them with water.
Something, because you're just trifling. I would have sprayed them with a water hose if it was one out there.
Why are you scarring these little kids? Sometimes I wonder, where are those Karens when you really need them? Because this would be the perfect time to...
Nah, Karen's mind, again, they're minding the other business that don't need to be minded. They're minding people who business is at peace, instead of the business that's actually worth minding. Hell,
make a scene to really cause an issue. Now, there isn't a national database that keeps track of gooning and, you know, all the public indecency cases, at least that I know of. But if we examine big cities like New York, we see that there's been reports of an increase in public masturbation. According to NYPD data cited by the New York Post, there was a 51% surge in such complaints through June 30 compared to the same period in 2023. Additionally, the number of criminal summonses issued for public exposure of genitals increased by a staggering 396% in the same time frame. That's an almost 400% increase. In cities like Chicago and other areas within the Cook County, facilities operated by the Cook County Sheriff's Office have seen a dramatic increase in incidents involving inmates masturbating in holding areas, causing distress and harassment, especially for female lawyers representing clients in those areas. And there have been multiple articles that talk about this issue. Public defenders pushed to breaking point by masturbating inmates.
Pushed to breaking point?
How often is this stuff happening?
Exactly.
Masturbation epidemic in Cook County court lockups raises questions about jail conditions, county budget, defendant rights. In Atlanta, we got a man who's been continuously arrested for indecent exposure.
Island right by Ponce de Leon. I spoke with a man who lives right over here in these condos. He says he walks out the door, and right where I'm standing on this sidewalk, he sees a man exposing himself, touching himself. He's called the police. The man gets arrested and then ends up right back here doing the same thing.
So, are we not valuing privacy? Is privacy like no longer something that us as a society wants anymore? Like, when it comes to our personal lives, I would say, like, we are in control over how much we do choose to show. So we just have a bunch of adults out here running around with a phone, but they're still with devices in general, but still with the mindset of teenagers. Got you.
Dude literally respawns, bro. That's insane.
I was in total shock. Like, am I really seeing what I'm seeing right now?
For 3 years, David Robertson has been dealing with this when he walks outside of his Virginia Highland condo.
You know, back in the day, public indecency was that one weird guy in a trench coat. You knew him, you avoided eye contact with him. And oh yeah, depending on where you grew up, there was also the homeless person who wasn't all the way there and would sometimes walk around completely naked. I think as a child, that's like the worst public indecency ever got. And of course, there was that one time period when people were debating whether or not mothers could breastfeed their babies in public. But that's a completely different topic.
Yeah.
But see, we went from that public indecency to now having couples, TikTokers, spicy content creators, all contributing to the public indecency problem. We're seeing a shift from accidental nudity to scheduled programming. And a lot of this, believe it or not, goes back to pornography. Every day, the internet vomits out more explicit content than our ancestors saw in their whole lifetime. And everyone from young kids to senior citizens are all consuming this content. And senior citizens might be the worst when it comes to public indecency. There have been a multitude of times where I've caught senior citizens watching spicy content either at like a public library or just somewhere in public thinking that nobody notices. There's literally a bunch of proof online. People catch them all the time.
Maria, next time you open your big stinking mouth, pal, I will write you up and send you to the office for coming into my room without permission. Is that clear?
Oh.
I have a story time at the end, y'all.
What I watch as an adult is my choice. You, as a child, wait in the hall until you're invited into my room. Is that clear?
Or maybe...
I got a story time. I had a teacher who got into a sticky situation just because of this type of stuff.
Instead of trying to blame it on them being a child and you being an adult, maybe don't watch that on a school campus. And the public indecency / Gooning problem is even affecting police officers on the job.
In Lake County, a case of distracted driving cost a deputy his job, but a sheriff's office investigation found he wasn't texting before slamming his car into a woman's car.
He was looking at porn. West 2's Justin Schecker got a copy of the internal affairs report and the body camera video from the crash.
The Lake County Sheriff's Office Internal Affairs investigation found that former Deputy Tristan McComber was looking at something not safe for work before this happened.
I'm sorry, you gotta be really lost in the deep end if you're watching porn while driving.
35, his body-worn camera captured the steering wheel airbag deploying. After his department-issued cruiser crashed into the back of another car. The video shows Deputy McComber tossing a cell phone onto the seat and then picking it up before he goes to check on the other driver.
Hello, ma'am. Are you okay? I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
My brakes locked up.
Okay.
You good?
You know your brakes did not lock up,
I was just about to say, stop lying. Stop the cap, as they say. Because, no, sir.
Oh my goodness, wait. Yeah, I'm okay.
According to the new internal affairs report, the deputy told a sergeant the brakes locked up before he rear-ended the other car, stopped for a school bus. This deputy no longer works for the Lake County Sheriff's Office. We're told he resigned while facing termination. The internal affairs investigation found he wasn't truthful on what he was doing on his phone right before impact. McComber initially stated he was scrolling through text messages in a group chat with other deputies prior to the crash, but the investigation found he was viewing something that is more visual and inappropriate while on the job. The report's conclusion says McComber admitted to lying, before later revealing he was looking at pornographic material on his personal phone just before the vehicle crash.
And again, y'all need your fix that fast. You need that dopamine rush that bad to the point where it's not even worth waiting till you get into your solitude of your home. Y'all really need to start doing more mental checks with yourself. Like, sit it down, look yourself in the mirror, and actually reflect on certain things that you're doing. Like, it's that bad? You can't wait till you get home? In peace and quiet where nobody else is around you. You can feel free to do as you please.
Deputies found he violated 3 sheriff's office policies. He departed from the truth, used an electronic device for something that's prohibited, and there was substantial evidence he wasn't wearing a seatbelt behind the wheel.
Whoa, that's crazy, bro. So not only does he not care about other people's safety, he doesn't even care about his own. When people start moving like this in ways to endanger themselves and endanger others and, put their whole life in jeopardy, that's how you know it's an addiction. Because they don't have any restraint. They don't have any self-control. See, when you're consuming a vast amount of sexual content, there comes a point when you become desensitized
Come
to
on
it. Your
now.
dopamine.
That's why I said you need that dopamine rush so bad. You need it so instantly to the point anything else around you, it don't even matter. It's sad. If it gets to that point, that's why I say you need to look at yourself in the mirror and possibly start the point of recognizing where it stemmed from and how to move forward.
System breaks. It's like if you tried to eat a ghost pepper every day and then after that going to eat a jalapeno. It's just not gonna hit the same. It's the same with people who are over consuming sexual content. It gets to a point where they become numb and they start chasing the next thrill. And for some of these addicts, that next thrill is doing something inappropriate in public. And even if they know it's gonna put them in jeopardy and it's highly risky, since they have poor impulse control, they're gonna do it anyways. Matter of fact, the riskier it is, the more they're gonna enjoy it.
Yep.
Because they're looking for a dopamine spike. And dopamine is basically your brain's feel-good chemical. Usually when you accomplish something, reach a goal, your
Read about it, y'all.
brain will give you some dopamine as a reward. But see, that's only one side of things. When we start talking about these spicy content creators, it starts becoming more about clout. Because making sexual content in public brings those likes and views.
Because it's always been true in Hollywood, like they say. Sells, it just sells. For some reason, it has always been that way, and 9 out of 10 is going to probably stay that way.
And the reason it does is because it comes with a certain level of thrill that the audience who's desensitized is seeking. This whole idea of,
oh, I got caught having sex at Walmart.
Whatever it may be, as long as it's just morally indecent. And of course, the spicy content creators try to make it seem like it's real. The whole time, they got like a whole camera crew. But to the audience, sometimes they do believe it's real. And even if they don't believe it's real, they're still programming their mind to like that type of stuff. So what does that translate to? It translates to them eventually trying it themselves. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is how you connect 2 points. But no, seriously though, all jokes aside, public indecency isn't funny at all. It's really disgusting. It can traumatize people, especially kids, and it creates an unsafe environment. And to be honest, it really signals a deeper issue within our culture. For anyone watching who might genuinely be struggling with this, please go seek professional help.
Come on now,
because
get
it's
some
not okay.
help. Oh my God, that last clip, that took me all the way out. If I would have said, sir, can you stop? I would have, man, you ain't about to sit next to me and do that right across the next aisle from me. I know you lied, but yeah, y'all, that was the public gooning epidemic. Let me know what you thought about this video down below in the comments. Don't be afraid, don't be shy to leave feedback or suggestions for the next future watch. Other than that, thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!